On this episode of Inside the Blueprint, the latest in pharmaceutical solutions, surgical tools featuring the latest technology, a community built around sustainability and the arts. We'll visit a company who installs and repairs the water pumps of New York City, plus lots more. Let's go inside the Blueprint. When a new pharmaceutical drug, vaccine, or a medical device achieves FDA approval and is permitted for sale in the marketplace, the process of ensuring consumer safety continues in ways you might not expect. Today on Inside the Blueprint, we'll see how 4C Pharma Solutions takes on the mantle of responsibility by monitoring the performance of drugs and other products over their extended use.
Pharmacovigilance is basically to keep watch over medicinal products. It's the science and activities relating to the detection, assessment, understanding of adverse effects, or any drug-related problems. 4C is like lifeguards. We're anticipating and reacting to the marketplace dangers.
4C Pharma Solutions are the first point of contact between product manufacturers and their customers, their patients, hospitals, doctors, pharmacists, and nurses, communicating their experiences with product use.
So the way it works is, although all the information has come from different regions, it's all going into one big melting pot because we're looking at the signals to see if the product is safe worldwide, not only within that region. So you might be getting one adverse event from one region, and you might be seeing a similar adverse event from another region that kind of points it to one direction. Hey, there's a signal, there's something wrong here.
As an international business with primary offices in the United States, Ireland, and India, 4C Pharma Solutions also has satellite offices providing service to customers wherever they might be.
4C Pharma Solutions was founded in 2014. We actually didn't go to market till 2015, and that's because we wanted to make sure our systems were in place appropriately before we went to market.
Adhering to regulations by global health authorities, they lean upon the expertise and edicts of the U.S. Food and Drug Administration, Health Canada, European Medicines Agency, and the UK's MHRA, among others.
All of us collectively are responsible for pharmacovigilance, be it the manufacturers who are making the drugs, or the pharmacies that are dispensing the drugs, or the consumers that you are using the products on a day-to-day basis, because we need to collect the data and analyze the data appropriately. Because your one report can change millions of lives by making the product safer. We monitor the drugs, biologics, nutraceuticals, the veterinary products, medical devices, cosmetics, consumer care products, including detergents, and also the cannabinoids that are coming up for US FDA approvals.
Although pharmacovigilance is a regulatory requirement of the pharmaceutical industry, 4C Pharma Solutions is positioned to support any company that has an ethical imperative to assess a product's continued safe use.
If a person has a negative reaction to a product, they should contact their physician or their provider. In addition, on the back of the box, there are labels. And on the label, there's an 800 number. They should go ahead and contact that 800 number and report the issue right away. There's going to be a healthcare professional on the other side, and they're going to go ahead and take all the information that is required for that case.
The unique importance they place on client relationships, as well as its uncommon familiarity with their customers' needs, is what makes them a valuable partner.
Pharmacovigilance is built around technology. What I mean by that is artificial intelligence is allowing us to have these cases without faults, and that the appropriate data is being reported to the agencies at an appropriate timeline.
As technology becomes ever more sophisticated, 4C Pharma Solutions looks forward to further delivering on its mission, ensuring the safety and efficacy of medicinal products through constant observation, analysis, and research for improved healthcare outcomes.
At 4C Pharma Solutions, we look forward to improving artificial intelligence to identify potential signals early and closely monitor more and more products that are used by millions of people and change the way they are used to make them more safe and beneficial. Because ultimately, patient safety is at the core of our work.
To learn more about pharmacovigilance, visit 4cpharma.com and of course, visit us at InsideTheBlueprint.com. Throughout the years, hand tools have evolved and been used in many industries, from gardening to aerospace. But when it comes to taking care of the most amazing machine in the world, the human body, doctors want to make sure they have the finest tools at their service. Let's see how one company has helped surgeons and their teams perform at their best.
gSource started off as a supplier of orthopedic instruments, but they have quickly grown to supply other surgical specialties as well as general instruments. gSource was founded in 1999 to bridge the gap between high-quality engineering and surgical requirements, all while being affordable.
Surgeons are some of the most highly skilled professionals in the world, and as such, they need the finest instruments in their hand to perform at their best.
gSource combines fine craftsmanship and the best surgical stainless steel.
All instruments are not created equal. An instrument produced with a spirit of quality behind it is going to function the first time and function every time. Having that kind of faith in what's in your hand is crucial to maintaining focus in the OR, reducing complications, and improving patient turnout.
Whether crafted from German surgical stainless steel or machined from US surgical stainless steel, gSource products are recognized as the finest instruments. When you have a gSource product in your hand, you could tell it's a quality instrument by its look, its feel, the amazing craftsmanship, and detail.
Many surgical instruments are handcrafted by experts, not mass-produced.
In the modern age, handcrafted instruments are becoming increasingly rare. But at gSource, we believe that a fusion between traditional craftsmanship and modern manufacturing technology is crucial to producing a functional and aesthetically pleasing instrument. The science that supports our operations are things such as multi-axis CNC machining, laser cutting, and chrome coating. And recently we've been expanding our operations with biocompatible implant materials, things like titanium, cobalt chromium, alongside our more traditional stainless steel.
The type of materials used and their craftsmanship has made gSource a trusted and reliable partner for many world leaders and innovators in orthopedics and spine procedures.
We have been using gSource instruments exclusively for the past 8 to 9 years because the craftsmanship and the quality has been truly exceptional. In addition, the refurbishment department, which is led by Louis, is just great. The instruments arrive back in perfectly reconditioned form, sharp and ready to use.
A good surgical instrument is like a work of art, and a strict focus on quality and progressive improvement on our procedures ensures that we're going to be producing the highest quality instruments and also able to provide them to as many medical professionals and support them as much as possible. When it comes to our product development initiatives, usually that'll start with a 3D CAD model, or if we're basing it off of an existing device, we'll utilize what we've produced before, and then we'll make the necessary modifications. But from that, we'll usually start with 3D printing, and then we'll see how the device functions when it's actually been brought into the real world. And then from that, we'll take that prototype and then we'll machine it out of either bar stock or utilizing standard forgings. And then we'll take that into the OR and maybe sit on a surgery or see, what the surgeon thinks when it sits in their hand.
With an extensive catalog containing more than 4,000 instruments, primarily used in orthopedic and spinal procedures, no wonder they're one of the leading surgical instrument suppliers.
Our surgical instruments range from bone cutters to K-wires, rod shears to rongeurs. Basically anything that you could think of that's involved in orthopedic or spinal surgery, we carry in our inventory. As for custom instruments, we take your blueprint and bring it to life. Our production capabilities include utilizing standardized forgings to make our instruments, cutting parts out of bar stock, or machining complex designs.
gSource engineers work with original equipment manufacturers to assist doctors and hospitals in developing custom instruments from prototypes to full-run production, as well as modified and improved versions of standard instruments.
A good example of gSource progressive improvement would be our slip joint pliers. So our traditional slip joint pliers are produced from stainless steel, but we had found that during implant surgeries when these are used, that they would possibly damage or scrape the implant, which increases the risk of the procedure. But we went back to the drawing board and we found that by replacing the jaws of the device with a synthetic material called PEEK, it removes the possibility of damaging the device while still maintaining a functional and secure grip.
gSource also stretches into the wider community, partnering with Focos, an organization that provides comprehensive, affordable orthopedic care for underserved communities in sub-Saharan Africa.
Focos has provided care for nearly 50,000 patients. gSource is proud to support Focos in all its endeavors for nearly a decade by providing them with much-needed surgical instruments.
gSource is committed to putting the finest instruments into the hands of surgeons and their teams.
To find out more about how gSource offers unique solutions from its highly skilled engineering team and sales force, visit gSource.com. And of course, visit us at InsideTheBlueprint.com. Imagine a self-sustaining community based on green initiatives, resident involvement, and rich history. That's what you'll find in Newark, New Jersey.
So welcome to Lincoln Park, the historical Lincoln Park. This is a wonderful community. As you can see, the bones of this community with all the historical mansions. When I think about Lincoln Park historically was a rich neighborhood with all the historical mansions around it, but juxtaposed behind these mansions were what they call the Black Red Light District, where all the major jazz clubs are located here, along with Savoy Records. But as time went on, things started to change with industrialization and things of that sort. But we created our organization, Lincoln Park Coast Cultural District, really to address the needs and the issue and to help to really restore this ecosystem here in Lincoln Park.
Since the beginning, Lincoln Park Coast Cultural District wanted to connect its neighborhood to the South Ward's historic Clinton Hill, creating a green Miracle Mile corridor connecting the twin communities.
I'm so excited about the Green Mile and its work to connect the Lincoln Park neighborhood with the Clinton Hill neighborhood. And it's a commitment to sustainability. It's a commitment to say to Newark residents who move into our downtown core as urbanites that when you get ready to start a family and you want a front porch and a backyard, that this historic community of Clinton Hill is here for you as a great place to live, to work, pray, and raise a family. Clinton Hill Community Action was started back in 2019 in response to everything that we were hearing in the community. Folks were saying that they were tired of seeing the trash. Our neighborhood was hit the hardest by the foreclosure crisis. We knew we needed to do something about housing. And it just came to a head that Clinton Hill Community Action needed to be to tap one of the neighborhood's greatest resources, and that's its people.
Well, Lincoln Park is not only a sustainable community development organization, they are a very small, lean team. And so my role as the lead agency for all of their arts and culture initiatives. So you're talking about hundreds of years of creativity that is now giving birth to the next generation of creatives here in the city of Newark, and we're just beginning.
Their community outreach and engaged partners have made it possible to create an ecosystem that's enjoyable, but more importantly, environmentally sustainable.
When we look at sustainable communities as a way to employ our local residents, we want to train them up to be experts in green infrastructure. And so the vision of the Southward Environmental Alliance is to let people know that you can be a part of what your community looks like, and you have a right to have clean air and access to sustainable amenities as you live in your city.
And all the work that we're doing here in Lincoln Park, you cannot do it without having partners. We have legacy partners that have been part of this project. One of them is PSE&G. They've worked with us from day one when we started working on our LEED certified housing. They have all these jobs to make sure that Newarkers are employed, and so they're just a true partner. You want to have the residents totally engaged, and it's not just Lincoln Park's idea, it's our idea together about what we're doing in this community.
To learn more about the Lincoln Park Coast Cultural District, visit their website at lpccd.org or watch this segment again at InsideTheBlueprint.com. All you have to do is turn on the faucet or push a button and the water starts flowing, or a toilet takes wastewater away. But where does the water come from, and where does it go once we've used it?
Every tall building, both commercial and multifamily residential in the city, has got 3 different pump systems: an HVAC system, fire protection, and then a plumbing pump system covering both water and wastewater. The interesting thing about pumps is they're largely out of sight, and therefore they're out of mind. We take for granted that we have fresh water coming in and that all of our waste gets out of the building. But when gravity can't do the job, we need pumps in order to get fresh water in and up Think about how tall the skyscrapers are in New York City. At the same time, we use water to get wastewater down and out of the building.
For over 90 years, PumpMan NYC, through its federal pump subsidiary, has been building and repairing pump systems throughout the TriState area, including residential, commercial, and municipal projects. These pumps are used in both freshwater and wastewater systems.
Well, PumpMan is a national pump service and repair company. We focus on pumps and motors. Our roots in New York City actually go back 90 years through our acquisition of Federal Pump. But today we serve New York City out of two locations, here in Astoria in our shop where we're standing today, and also in Canarsie in Brooklyn. One of the things that makes our company unique is we really focus on on-site maintenance, repair, and service. Think about it, if you own a building, oftentimes you know you have a problem because you lose water pressure, you have a foul smell, you have a backup in the system, you don't really know what to do. First thing you do is you're gonna call PumpMan NYC. You're gonna call us up and say, come out here and tell me what's going on with my pump system. Our guys go out to the job site, they're able to diagnose the problem, very much focused on getting the problem resolved. Sometimes we can bypass a bad pump, a bad motor, a bad control. We can pull that pump out, bring it here to our shop. We can diagnose the problem. We can give the end user a choice between replacing the component or the full assembly, or we can actually fabricate repair parts right here.
PumpMan NYC is a one-stop shop. We're able to handle turnkey projects. So from troubleshooting through removal, repair to reinstallation, we can handle pretty much repair from A to Z.
From installation to yearly maintenance to emergency service, PumpMan and their highly trained technicians can handle all water pump related problems.
We're vertically integrated from the ability to do on-site diagnosis. We can pull a pump or motor, bring it back to our shops, diagnose that problem. We can give our customer a choice. Would you like it repaired or would you like it replaced? We can design the system, install it, and then provide aftermarket service, including 24-hour emergency repair.
To learn more about PumpMan NYC, visit their website, pumpmannyc.com, or watch this segment again at InsideTheBlueprint.com. Choosing paint can be a daunting task, and not all paint is the same.
There's a common misconception that paint is paint. And I think contributing to that is the fact that it's all packaged pretty much in the same container. Everything comes in the can until you open the can. And then you start to see that the formulation and the resins and the raw materials make all the difference. Color influences people and affects their emotions. Where a green is calming and a red excites you, or a yellow sparks your memory, color is very personal.
With stores throughout New York City, Janovic provides high-quality paint and supplies for all project sizes.
Janovic is the oldest operating paint store in New York. It goes back to 1888, has such a rich heritage and history. We've painted so many iconic buildings over the years and been such a part of bringing color to New York City. Buildings like the Flatiron Building and the Empire State Building and new buildings like the Freedom Tower. We have different demands from different clients that we service. A theater may need a color that has no light reflection. A museum needs an exact color that's behind the Picasso painting that's on there. The hotel is really concerned with the scuff marks that could happen from suitcases going through the lobby. So we adjust to what's the right product for the right job.
Knowing our customers well, we understand that they have different needs. You know, our contractors are, they're not just motivated by price, they're motivated by service, and they're motivated by quality products. So we've been committed to listening to our customers, bringing in new products, whether it's high-end German tools or Venetian plasters and high-end decorative finishes. When someone walks into Janovic looking to choose a color, before they come into the store, they usually have a good idea of what they're looking for, but they need some guidance to get there. That's where we come in, to give suggestions, to give them advice based on the experience of our staff.
Janovic has colorists that have been there for decades, one for over 50 years. The dedicated colorists are what sets Janovic apart.
Janovic's more than just a paint store. We have paint and paint supplies, but we also have home goods, custom blinds, tools, hardware, whatever you need for your home decorating project.
There's a rich history with Janovic, and while we respect that heritage, we also look for tomorrow with the employees that'll be running Janovic and the training and education that goes there. We're very much a part of key design schools where we supply color materials, education, we've had scholarships. Color is such an essential part of what we do in our business. We are the color authority, and that's our registered trademark, and we live it every day.
To learn more about Janovic, visit their website, janovic.com, or watch this segment again at InsideTheBlueprint.com. The healthcare industry is an ever-changing one, and that means managing risks can get complicated. Companies need to understand all of their options for future savings.
Risk management is really trying to assess your risk in advance, putting proactively solutions that are in place that are going to help you underwrite or understand the risk. Cost containment means you've incurred a cost that might not have been predicted, might have been higher. Then you try to negotiate a deal to reduce that exposure. So cost containment has been the focus of the industry because it was easier to get the claim and then try to negotiate it down.
We really take a broader perspective of what risk management means and how we bring that to the market. Within that, it's really important that we are very patient forward and very patient centric. We're helping maximize the funds and the allocation of those funds for an employer so that they can provide the best benefit package to their plan at the most affordable rates. Our flagship product is certainly our dialysis risk management program. And that dialysis risk management program really highlights our core values and our core value proposition to the market in a way that is the most tangible immediately for a group, and also the largest impact, both from a financial perspective for a plan and also for its members as far as enhancing overall benefit package. Beyond just case management, it really gets down to the granular level where we assess the risk of each individual member, their diagnoses, their care treatment plan, and understanding exactly what the special and specific needs of that person is from a clinical perspective to maximize their day-to-day quality of life.
Cancer cases are a prevalent interest in risk management services. With their oncology case management program, Specialty Care Management is able to control costs while still delivering exceptional care.
I started out in nursing as a cardiology nurse and had some great nurses to guide me and educate me on what to look for, how to assess patients, how to look at things a little bit different than most. And I think your assessment skills are the most unique and innate part of what you do. It's important that everyone be educated on what oncology care is, whether it's preventative measures or if you get cancer or when you have cancer. It's always hard to discern where to go, what to do, and having a care coach or someone to be able to guide you is really important. When you think of the real key points of our program, it's one, having an oncology nurse to talk to. Number two, it's making sure that you have access to care.
We are very detail-oriented. We're always looking to innovate in an appropriate way, and we're looking to not be reactive to a market, but proactive and help drive the change in the market.
To learn more about how Specialty Care Management can help with high-cost claims, visit their website, specialtycm.com, or watch this segment again on InsideTheBlueprint.com. From unique shower doors to beautiful glass canopies, there's an immense amount of time and technology needed to create such beautiful pieces.
When it comes to glass, a lot of the misconceptions often are, everything's cut to size. There's zero tolerances when it comes to glass. So if an opening, or a doorway is 3 by 7, whatever it may be, that doorway is always going to be out of plumb, out of square, to some extent, whatever it may be, whether it be 10 inches, whether it be 1/8 of an inch. And you can't shrink the glass, you can't grow the glass, so everything has to be customized as per the existing opening.
Jerome Aluminum is a third-generation glass fabrication company that handles everything from the measurements to the installation.
Jerome started in 1961. My father started the company. He ran it for about 20 years. I took the company over when I was 23 years old, 1981. And Jerome, has grown tremendously over the last 40 years. We primarily focus on interior glazing for hotels, condos. We've done probably the most high-profile jobs in the city in reference to interior glazing.
With project managers and glazing specialists, Jerome Aluminum can handle any glass project.
As far as shower doors go, for example, we have select, essentially local fabricators that we turn to. They do all the notching, the drilling, the tempering, things like that. As far as mirrors go, we stock ton of mirrors. We have automated cutting tables, polishing machines, drills, you name it. That stuff we do ourselves.
We spend a tremendous amount of time with our customers and building relationships. And it's not just a saying, it's what we believe in. Without a customer, you have no business. So it's easy to lose a customer. It's very hard to obtain a new customer. And we do everything we can to satisfy them.
Being so close with the people here and our customers and clients, the family-oriented environment, atmosphere that we try to cultivate, they can rely on us because of it. They can depend on us because of it. And we, by treating them like family and such close friends, because they are family or such close friends, we feel we owe that to them also. I would never let my sister, my mom, my dad, my cousin down if I could help it. And I treat my customers and my peers the same way.
To learn more about how to get a custom glass piece for your home or business, visit their website, jeromeglass.com. Thanks for watching Inside the Blueprint. For more information on any of the products you saw today, or to find out how to become part of the show, please visit InsideTheBlueprint.com.